let me look at this IGN video. Apparently they have like a really good review on the game. So let's look at this real quick. Because apparently there was like a what was it? There was like a play test in Paris or something like that, and a lot of content creators got to go to it. Me, I'm nothing, so I don't get to go to nothing. But still, a lot of content creators got to go to it, and the embargo just got removed today or something. So like everybody can upload their videos now.
Of 90s and early
or media ban, whatever you want to call it.
I've been a casual enjoyer of the Tekken series pretty much all throughout its
I like the UI.
with its cabinets being a regular spot where I would dump a few quarters, mash some buttons, and walk away with a smile on my face.
Have you seen some characters talk to each other in intros?
All of them, but never really attempted to learn the deeper
one of them.
complexities of its mechanics, or really sat down and try and become good with a character. That's going to change with Tekken 8 because after spending about 4 hours with it, I'm all in.
Damn, that's a quality so low. Come on, IGN, you gotta up your quality.
While I am a self-admitted casual fan of the Tekken series, I have at least dabbled
a whole multi-million-dollar company
to talk about the most defining differences between it and Tekken 8. Chief among those changes is the new heat system, which is all about enforcing one of Tekken 8's
they say they want people to play more
goals,
aggressive.
Rewarding aggression.
Yeah.
With the press of a button, a character can use a heat burst to enter heat.
I don't get the heat thing that much.
The effects of it differ from character to character, but in general, you can view it as a limited time state where you're basically better at everything. Certain moves
like
have
a
new
V-trigger.
properties, others recover faster, making them more advantageous on block, and you gain access to new moves that aren't available outside of heat mode.
Oh, you get new moves?
One of the key elements of heat mode is that while it is time limited, with a meter that slowly depletes once activated, you can actually stop that meter from going down by landing attacks.
Oh,
this is
that's pretty cool.
One of the ways that Tekken 8 looks to.
Wow, that's actually really pretty interesting. But if someone is beating your ass, they're gonna continue to beat your ass.
To encourage its players to be more aggressive.
That makes sense.
If you're able to push the pace and land hits while in heat mode, you can keep that state going throughout most, if not all of the round. And if you decide that you instead want to cash out on damage rather than remain in heat mode.
Wait, do they still stay in it even while you're blocking? Or like, there's a really good video explaining heat by Spag? Yeah, I saw Spag upload some videos earlier. We can look at it after this.
Most, if not all of the round. And if you decide that you instead want to cash out on damage rather than remain in heat mode,
wait,
you can use.
Does the bar? Wait, so the bar still stays? The heat thingy still stays if you're attacking someone's block?
Stop that meter from going down by new moves that aren't available outside of heat mode.
Yeah.
One of the key elements.
Oh my god! Whenever you can't heat drain pauses whenever you can't move. Oh my god.
Of heat mode is
that's gonna be scary. Nah, you're gonna get opened up and slapped. It's like Drive Impact.
With a meter that slowly depletes once activated, you can actually stop that meter from going down by landing attacks. This is just one of the ways
on both people it stops?
To encourage
it does.
Players to be more aggressive.
That's good though. That's good
because I would run the pace and land hits while in heat mode. You can keep that state going throughout most, if not all of the round. And if you decide that you instead want to cash out on damage rather than remain in heat mode, you can use a heat smash.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Mini rage art super move that does a large amount of damage, but spends the rest of your heat.
What was that damage? Well, it's king, but like still.
Want to cash out on damage rather than remain in heat mode, you can use a heat smash, which is like a mini rage art super move.
Damn, that's not a super? That's not a super? I mean, it's king, but like, god damn. Well, I guess everybody has that. It's a heat smash, right?
Throughout most, if not all of the.
So that was that little lightning smash thing I saw Kazuya do. Baby damage. Okay.
And if you decide that you instead want to cash out on damage rather than remain in heat mode, you can use a heat smash, which is like a
cool
mini
trade-off, I guess.
Move that does a large amount of damage, but spends the rest of your heat meter.
Damn! Wait, no, that stock looked like it was like 10 seconds. What?
Stay going throughout.
Dude,
keep that state going throughout most, if not.
Is that just generic king shit or what? And she's max health in what? 142.
If you decide that you instead want to cash out on damage,
or is her HP just really low?
You can use a heat smash, which is like a mini rage.
That didn't even go past 20 seconds.
That does a large amount of damage, but spends the rest of your heat meter.
I guess she missed like every block, but still. Jeez.
System goes deeper than that too. In addition to there being a heat meter, there are also these little icons that govern your usage of certain actions while in heat mode. This is called heat energy, and if you enter heat mode with a heat burst, you'll only get one stock of it. However, if you use what's known as a heat engager, you'll enter heat mode with 2 stocks. These
engager? Wait, what? Okay, hold on.
Use what's known as a heat engager.
Alright, let me go back a little bit more.
That govern your usage of certain actions while in
so certain moves can enter you into it.
This is called heat energy.
Heat mode?
And
yeah, something like
if
that.
you enter heat mode with a heat burst, you'll only get 1 stock of it.
Burst. What the hell? How do you enter with a heat burst?
However, if you use what's known as a heat engager, you'll enter heat
Engagers
mode
are the
with
skills,
2
right?
stocks.
Yeah, like
These
that.
are special moves that, when landed, will instantly put your character into the heat state. Every character has 5 of them, and they're usually a handful of the most defining moves of each character.
Cool.
After you land a heat engager, you can spend 1 stock of heat energy to use a heat dash, which lets you quickly dash in to either connect combos that otherwise could not be connected, or
I love
if
the
the
heat
heat
dash
engager
stuff,
is
is sick.
blocked, you can just get right back up in their face to continue your offense. So let's pause and slow things down as we look at this example between Paul and Jack 8. Paul lands his Phoenix Smasher, which is one of his 5 heat engager
Paul looks so
special
sick in
moves.
this game.
Landing a heat engager gives him a free dash that he can use to get in close, but I actually don't think that this is a true combo. Nonetheless, he lands that cool launcher into throw combo from the trailer. Then he lands another Phoenix Smasher, and when you land a heat engager during heat mode, you're able to use a heat dash to continue the combo.
That's so cool.
So he spends a stock of heat energy on a heat dash, picks him up off the ground, and
Jesus Christ, the bitrate is chunking because of all the effects. The bitrate is chunking like crazy. Dude, you should have watched Spag's video first. We can watch it after this. It's all good.
That Paul now no longer has any heat meter to work with for the rest of the round.
Wait, does it refill every round, or how does it work? That refills every round, or what? The heat thing.
My favorite element of the heat system, though, is how it's used to further define the unique aspects of every character.
Snap.
Each character has at least one completely unique advantage while in heat mode. For example, while in heat mode, King gets armor on his Jaguar run, making him a grappler with an armored command run to get in on opponents. Kazuya, meanwhile, can execute his iconic electric Wind God Fist technique without having to be frame perfect on the input. What I also love about the heat system...
Oh, no, go for... Whoa, what? You don't let me frame perfect for electric Wind God Fist?
For example, while in heat mode...
Go back. No way. Okay, some of the heat things are crazy then. What? Nina starts shooting guns. Kazuya does not have to be freaking...
Favorite element of the heat system, though, is how it's used to further define the unique aspects of every character.
They did say they want characters to be more unique. Like, that dude Law is using nunchucks and whatnot.
Each character has at least one completely unique advantage while in heat mode. For example, while in heat mode, King gets armor on his Jaguar.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I called that out in that trailer. I was like, why is he running with armor? That's not normal, right? You saw the Batman Guilty Gear? We can watch that after this. After we're done with Tekken, we can watch the Guilty Gear stuff. Like, I knew something was not right when I saw King in that trailer. I was like, wait, why does he have super armor when he was running in? I don't get that.
With an armored command run to get in on opponents. Kazuya, meanwhile, can execute his iconic electric Wind God Fist technique without having to be frame perfect on the input.
So you can just write down... Bro, what? Come on... What?
Iconic electric Wind God Fist.
I mean, it's only in heat, granted.
Without having to be frame perfect on the input. What I also love about the heat system is that it's available right at the start of every round. It's
you can just use it instantly.
And you don't need to build up a meter in order to gain access to it.
Was that a freaking
round? It's not a comeback.
Got hit by that blast zone. Is that a move he always had? I mean, I know he has laser eyes, obviously, but like that thing sat there. I mean, granted, he did run into it. You got to be crazy to just run into it.
In order to gain access to it. You're free to use it whenever and however you please. The already existing comeback mechanic from Tekken 7, Rage, does make a return, with it once again causing a character to go into a rage state once they reach a critical level of health.
Or you can cash out for
super. While in the rage state, your damage increases, and you gain access to your ultra-powerful Rage Art technique. That said, rage drives are a thing of the past, largely because it's a mechanic that felt redundant due to the addition of the heat state and the advantages it provides. Another brand new element of Tekken 8 is the addition of a special control type,
it's like
which
modern.
is Tekken 8's new attempt at making its complex fighting system
air combos Power Crush, low attacks, heat burst. Oh, this looks just like modern. Yeah, it's just like modern.
For newcomers.
Every new game needs this. Every new fighting game needs this now. Like so they can get more players. Like this is mandatory. Like,
which is Tekken 8's new.
I can't. But the only interesting thing about it is that like everybody complains that oh, they're making the game too easy. It's gonna be too easy. Blah blah blah. Like a lot of the pros hate it though because yeah, it's making the game too easy. But the game needs to be more easier so y'all can get more players. Y'all always complain, oh, the game's getting too easy, but like, how the hell else y'all gonna get more players? Like, what? Y'all want more players, no?
Addition of the heat state and the advantages it provides.
Another
brand new element of Tekken 8 is the addition of a special control type, which is Tekken 8's new attempt at making its complex fighting system a little more approachable for newcomers. When in special control mode, each button has a
You're still going to get called a scrub for it,
combo for each character. There's a button for juggle combos, a button for grounded combos, and a button for quick low attacks.
Inevitable.
The selected moves even change depending on what state you're in. While this allows new players to compete with more intermediate players in terms of the damage they're able to output, the key thing to keep in mind is that players using the special control scheme only have access to a very small selection of moves.
That's usually how it always is. When you use these like modern controls, you don't have access to like the full move list. Power, thanks for the 7 months. Someone cashed at you. What? That makes no sense. Why are you subbing for cash? Thanks for the 7 months and thanks for the gifteds and
MGL someone cash app me.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Players in terms of the damage they're able to output, the key thing to keep in mind is that players using the special control scheme only have access to a very small selection of moves.
Yeah, your selection of moves is always small when you play on these modern controls.
And the thing that really sets it apart from Street Fighter 6's new modern control scheme is the fact that you can switch between the classic and special control styles mid-match with the press of a button. This makes it...
What? Huh? Huh? Is that's not gonna be balanced, no? Or not? What? You can switch between them at mid-match? So like, okay. Well, I mean that's good. That's really good. But like, I can already imagine the rage. Wait, you can switch between them. I mean, it's good for teaching people how to play the game, but like between mid-match, well, between mid-round is crazy. We're in the middle of the match.
Fire 6's new.
Your guy's gonna have a field day.
About the special control scheme, and the thing that really sets it apart from Street Fighter 6's new modern control scheme is the fact that you can switch between the classic and special control styles. Because in Street Fighter 6
you can't switch mid-match
with the press of a button. This makes it actually a fairly viable option for more experienced players as well, as you could be playing the match out in the classic.
I feel like the viable strat is gonna be playing on both at the same time. Like there's just gonna be certain combos that are just way too hard to do, or just not. Well, they're not hard, but they're just not worth risking you dropping. That you'd probably switch to modern mid-match just to like mash the button to do the combo for you because you don't want to risk it dropping. And you can just switch back after the combo's over or something. I don't know how it's gonna work, but
the control scheme suddenly have an opportunity for a
that's gonna be interesting. Probably some specific characters would have something like this
without fear of it dropping.
Yeah, without fear of it dropping.
Learning tool to be able to quickly jump in with a new character and get a feel for what their moves and combos are going to look like without having to memorize a whole bunch of techniques just to be competitive. Those are all pretty substantial changes, so it's comforting to know that
I don't think you can switch mid-combo.
Like
you probably have to be like after the combo.
In my playtime, I mostly experimented
like
with
you
King,
knock someone down, then you can switch.
Just as much of a powerhouse as he's always been. One of my favorite changes to him is that his reverse arm slam combo has been simplified, allowing him to go into the next throw in the chain with a single button press as opposed to a series of inputs that need to be memorized. Now, he still does have the ladder, and those are probably more damaging.
We already know the game's getting easier.
But as someone who's always loved King, but was always intimidated by all
that's cool to see them making some moves easier to do.
Combo, I appreciate having at least one that I could easily commit to memory.
Not everything,
and rely
but just
on
a few.
Pretty much from the get-go of learning the character. I want to give a shout out to Tekken 8's command list too, which does a great job of giving extra context to the recommended moves for every character.
I mean, if you're on the modern or whatever, yeah, hell yeah.
Advantageous on block, what moves will launch an opponent, what to do after launching them, what
That's
to do
the stuff they said about Street Fighter 6, bro.
And much
you want to rank up fast?
These move lists are extreme.
You want to abuse gimmicks? Just play Zangief modern controls.
Intimidating.
Play Zangief on modern.
and Bandai Namco is really putting
No
in the
command
effort
inputs needed,
by
just straight
making them
grabs
much
that do
more
billions of
user-friendly.
damage.
After my playtime was over, I left with a renewed enthusiasm to get into Tekken on a more serious
This is
level.
pretty cool though.
Tekken 8 looks phenomenal. Its hits feel as impactful as ever, and its iconic cast
That's a
of
cool
characters
outfit.
are even more uniquely defined
skin.
thanks to the new heat system. There's
That
still
skin is
a lot we have
badass.
yet to see, but
Little
as
red and
far
black
as
right
first
there.
impressions go, Tekken 8 is a knockout.
JP playable. I mean, he's only better than Street Fighter 6. JP and Street Fighter 6. Not in any of the betas. He's base roster though.
For more Tekken 8, make sure to check
That's
out my
sick.
interview with Michael Murray.
Y'all see that? That's so sick. The little round interactions. Look at
For more
that. That's sick. Oh, whoops. Why did my audio go to 0? What? I ain't pressed
my
nothing.
interview with
Press
Michael
spacebar.
Murray and Katsuhiro Harada. And for everything else, keep it here on IGN.
That's tough. Alright, y'all said watch Spag's video. Alright. Follow Spags. There we go. Which one am I watching? Oh, I think he uploaded 3 or 2. Oh, he's uploaded 3 already. God damn. Oh, no, he uploaded 2. Oh, I started this video earlier. I just never finished it. Let me look at the. Let me look at the special intros first. Actually, no, let's look at that afterwards. Look at that afterwards.
Massive change.
Yeah, I started this video. I just never finished it. All right.
Ladies
Hey.
and lads, Spag here. Hope you're all doing well. Thanks to Bandai Namco, I was invited to the
That
Bandai
fist bump
Namco
was so
EU
cool, though.
headquarters in Lyon, France, and got
I hope
to
there's a
play
lot
Tekken
more
8
special
early.
interactions like that.
The game felt amazing, and after playing the game and talking to the developers,
Yeah, get me
it's
in here. Let me
clear
play,
that they made changes
Storm
to the game
Connections,
to
too.
make it more aggression based. There's a lot to go over.
Let me
for
play
this
Storm
system
Connections.
overview.
Oh, what do you mean? You already have Storm Connections on Steam. Storm 4, right?
So let's get straight into it. Ladies and lads, Tekken 8
Oh my
system
God.
overview.
Skins changed effects. Oh,
So
do
first
they?
up, let's go
Let's see.
over the general system
For a
changes
Hall
for
of stream soon.
Tekken
Hell
8.
no. I'll play again.
Number 1, running tackles no longer exist.
Running tackles.
I suppose that was a change made to prevent people getting an advantage by
I
being
used the
too
little
far
running
away.
one where you just
Because in Tekken
tackle
7,
them on the
if
floor.
you're far away enough from your opponent
not
and you
tackle
run
them on
in,
the floor, but
you do a
Well, now, well, it is a
plus on
tackle,
block
like a grab.
running tackle, which is actually a
let me see
power
a
pass
concept
as well.
that really think
So it gives you a little bit
I
of
don't
an
think that's
advantage.
Bondi though, is it?
In past Tekken
not
games
Bondi.
before Tekken 7, it was actually an unblockable. But now, if you were to run in on your opponent, you'll
I gotta
just
learn how to
stop
Korean
right in
backdash.
front of them. Number 2.
That's probably the next thing we
forward
do when we
into
get on
hold
Tekken.
forward actually makes the character run.
I don't
now.
know how to Korean
Now, this was a
backdash.
little bit weird for me to get used to at first, but it makes it
I don't think it's
much
gonna be hard to
easier
do.
to approach and do running moves.
I think.
But don't worry, it doesn't make it possible to do instant running. I think this was just a change to allow people.
I
who
heard
are
Korean
new to the
backdashing
game
got nerfed though
to
in this
perhaps
game though.
be able to
Since
get
like they want
in
people to be more
much
aggressive.
easier. So forward into hold forward will give you a run. Number 3, wall bounces no longer exist
Wall
in
bounces?
Tekken. Now this is from what we saw. We played a lot of different characters and it doesn't seem like any of them had wall bounces. Now wall bounce was added into the game with Geese's back 2 back
Damn.
in Tekken 7. And
Literally
then eventually
bounced off the
everybody
wall.
got one. But I don't think they exist anymore.
That's
in
pretty
Tekken.
cool, but
Next up, we've got a
I don't
big
think
one.
that's gonna be cool to get
Get
hit
up
by.
kicks no longer knock you
Are they
down,
walking on water?
even on counter hits.
They were
This is
walking
a
on
huge
water.
change made to prevent players
Actually, okay,
being
yes, they
scared
are.
to approach the opponent.
Dude, it's probably
on the
just like
floor
not
and
high
be more
level. It's not a
aggressive.
high sea level, dude.
I'm
Relax.
personally happy with this one as I got hit by these a
Yeah,
lot. So you're not going to be knocked down
Falcon
anymore. Not
Ram
going to be
after
launched
running
by
tackle.
running into a get up kick.
Isn't Falcon Ram like really
Ladies
bad
and
in the
lads,
game?
the next one is a massive change.
The up kicks
maybe
no longer
even the
lockdown.
biggest.
Wow.
Magic 4s no longer launch on counter hit. This is a huge
Magic
change.
4.
Magic 4s have always been an incredible answer to aggressive play, and now they've been changed.
That's a low.
In order
Low.
to
Don't you
get a-
spam that shit? I swear,
In
low
Magic
spams
4
this.
counter hit launch. You now
Lo, are you here?
have to commit to a
I
full
swear you
string,
spam this
like Lord
with Lucky
4-3.
Chloe.
But doing that puts you at risk of getting ducked and launched. So there's now more risk to throwing out a Magic 4. Now I don't know how you're going to feel about this. Some people will be
Twisted.
happy, some people will be upset. But this will definitely force a player.
Dude, I wanna try the
play
game
more
already, but, like,
aggressive and actually
it's
encourage
crazy
them
to
to
think
play
that we're
more
probably not gonna
aggressive.
get this game
You're
till
no
next
longer
year.
scared of getting hit
I
by
mean,
11 frames,
at the
12
pace
frames
they're
per
going with
launcher.
showing us
You can
roster, it
throw out
feels
those
like we're
down
getting
forward
this
ones. You can be more aggressive, and you won't
at the
get hit
end
too
of the year,
badly.
but
Now this one,
I think
is
the
gonna
earliest
shock
we
you.
get this
It
game
might
is
actually
February.
make you laugh as well, because it made me laugh. Right, here we go.
What's this?
Rage arts are now minus 13
and not
yes,
launch
you heard
punishable.
it correctly.
So they're more safe.
Rage arts are no longer launch punishable. Now, this is from what we tested with some of the characters, and I don't
People
know
are just going to throw it out
the way it is.
And then you will block it, try to punish it, you don't get a come.
No mistakes. The rage arts were not launch punishable when we played the game. So I wonder if that is again a change they've decided to make.
So you can't use a launcher on someone that if you block their super.
Throw it out. I think they want players to throw it out and not.
Yeah, they want you to throw that out then.
Either way, rage arts still do a lot of damage. And
I don't remember what the thing is
heavily now.
But
the next change is a small one, but it's still quite significant.
Spring like minus
no longer knock you down on hit.
Spring
and
kicks.
I think this makes sense now, given the other changes, because as you know, they've already nerfed
those knocked down,
so they're nerfing spring kick as well. They really want players to be able to approach their opponent.
No, they can be blocked
without being scared.
Some probably can.
By a get up kick or a spring kick.
Good night, dude.
The next change is something we anticipated. Low parries no longer give combo extenders like tailspin unless you use the heat burst. Now this
you see, I don't ever get the low parry stuff
to use lows, because in Tekken 7, even using a relatively safe
I didn't play Tekken 7 enough to understand what the low parry meant.
Can lead to 50% of your health being gone. So this is definitely a welcome change.
Guess I don't got to worry about it that much now.
This one you guys already knew, but chip damage now exists in Tekken, but it leaves recoverable health. Now one thing you might not have known though is that when you're in rage, that chip damage is much less. And as the developers already said, you cannot actually die from
you gain health? Wait, what? You gain health from what?
Developers already said you cannot
look at that, she's gaining health.
Actually die.
Wait, so attacking in heat recovers some of your white life?
From chip damage. So there you have it. Here are the changes.
Why did she just like heal like a batch right there though? What was that? What was that?
So there you have it. Here
she healed like a whole batch.
Said you cannot actually die from
because it ran out. Okay.
Chip damage. So there you have it. Here are the changes
Spider Spark
from Tekken 7 to Tekken 8 that I was able to identify from playing the game. Now I didn't go over heat system because we're going to be talking about that later in a separate part of the video. But before that, let's go over the things that still exist and are the same between Tekken 7 and Tekken 8. So number 1, flip over Oki still exists. So moves like Asuka
I use that with
Kunimitsu too will still flip you over when you're on the ground and force you into another mix-up. Now I'm sure you'll be pleased to know, but throws are very much similar to Tekken 7.
Ugh.
You can break generic grabs with
I kind of like suck at throwing in Tekken.
Break window felt really
I don't know, like I'm pretty good at throwing a Street Fighter, but at Tekken I don't know, like I just don't have the timing out. It feels weird.
I'm gonna get a million dislikes on this video, so I might as well mention it right now. Ladies and lads, the movement feels very similar to Tekken
great
7.
Yeah, I have to learn how to Korean backdash then. Yeah, how many of y'all know how to Korean backdash? We got the sauce.
Very fluid, and it might be either the same.
Yeah, I feel like some of y'all about to lie.
I noticed that some characters still had different backdashes, but in general,
all right, it's all good. We learn together.
Good. And I think that if we want to know if it is actually better than Tekken 7, we'll have to wait and do some framework.
More GPO content,
see how the backdash is and see how the sidestep is and everything. But in general, it feels really good. Next up, combo extenders are still a thing. Now Tekken 7 combo extenders were from moves which had forward momentum and
just a backdash
tailspin. In Tekken
Where do you get
8,
a math equation
combo extenders have an upwards motion and feels more like a tail flip.
Nobody said frame data or anything.
Upwards and allow you to connect moves a lot easier. Because of the upwards
some of y'all overcomplicate these things. These games are actually like understanding the games are not that hard.
To connect your
doing combos and stuff, okay, sure, that's a different story, but some of y'all overcomplicate this stuff.
And as you can see in this example, Jack's able to
do like a mind block with some of y'all.
1+2 to get a wall splat.
I swear, there's like a mind block with some of you guys when it comes to these games.
Tail flip though, is that it actually
it's like some of y'all just think you never understand it, so you just choose to not understand it.
So now you can go for a full wall carry and save.
What is a Korean backdash? It's just basically like a backdash, but like it's like a dash cancel.
The Nina string.
You just look it up.
Up the opponent and almost wall splat.
It's like back, down, back, down, back. It's like something like that.
Down 2-3 as a tail flip.
It's just something that counts to the end lag or your dash back. Because if you dash back, you have end lag. But if you Korean backdash, you can like cancel the end lag.
4-3 into DSS Dragon Cannon actually didn't work here as demonstrated in the clip. So in Tekken 6 you had the bound, which gave you downwards momentum. In Tekken 7 you had the tail spin, which gave you forward momentum. And now in Tekken 8 you have the tail flip, which gives you upwards momentum.
Jeez.
Finally, power crushes are still in the game. Now, power crushes have been described
like 50.
as being a very good answer to dealing with heat pressure, as you can see in the example in the video.
Nah, she 50, dog.
We still don't know what the properties of these
even better is crazy,
when they activate and all the kind of nerdy frame stuff about it, but they are still in the game and they do have a lot of utility. So be ready to learn what your character's power crushes are.
So she got experience? Bro, what is y'all saying? Lock in.
So there you go. That's more or less all the similarities between Tekken 7 and Tekken 8 as far as
Nina's a mom? No, she ain't.
Now, let's talk about the heat system. The heat system is a period of an extendable 10 seconds.
Let me actually learn this. I don't really get too much about the heat system.
Options. I'm going to be talking about two main subjects here to break
all I know so far is that you can enter heat with some skills.
How to enter heat, and number 2, heat energy. The two main ways to enter heat
Steve is her son?
Heat engager
and Steve Fox? No way. What? Nina. Steve Fox. What? Oh, it is Steve Fox. What? What? Who the father? What? Richard Williams. Oh, some random dude. I mean, I guess. I wonder if I got Anna. Her twin sister. Is it twin sister? Or whatever her sister is.
Starting with heat engages. Heat engages are special moves which automatically puts the player into heat and runs at the opponent to get a significant advantage.
Okay.
Each character is said to have an average of 5 of these, and as you can see,
the heat attacks are so cool.
Very offensive.
Some people's heat attacks are going to be way better than others.
Heat can be a great way to start your offense, but as you can see in the video, can also be used to extend combos.
Some people are going to be way easier to land.
The detail about heat engages though is that they're only going to put you into heat if the moves hit. Heat burst is the other way you can enter into heat.
So with heat burst, you can just press the button to go into heat. So there's two ways. You can either press the button to go into heat, and then, or you can attack cancel into it. Like there's an attack you can use that will put you in the mode and like run up.
Heat burst is a Tekken 6 bound type move which puts the player into heat at a slight advantage on block and hit. The difference here is that on heat burst, you can enter into heat even on block. You can use both heat engager and heat burst to make some pretty interesting combos.
I wonder which one's gonna be better.
Now when it comes to heat energy, you want to keep two things.
I feel like the heat engager one will be better. The one where you attack into it.
Heat smash. Let's talk about heat energy now. As you can see in the corner of the heat bar, you have two chains that look like the number 8.
Dude, do you know how I'm looking at footage that's rendered and that's already rendered from someone else? Like what do you expect?
That's heat energy and allows you to perform additional functions such as heat dash and heat smash. When you're in heat, you can choose to use heat dash, which is where the character dashes forward after using one of the heat.
All it is? Oh god. I swear to God, there's like a Roblox mind barrier when it comes to these games with some of y'all
moves to give you more advantage on
I gotta get used to like games not being like just even you can press 1 through 4 to beat people. Like I don't know what to tell y'all.
Heat dashes deplete 1 heat energy each usage. Heat smash, on the other hand, is a special attack which takes all of your heat meter.
This new gen is cooked, dude. God damn.
Entering heat with heat.
It's actually not hard. Like you just need to understand what the hell you're fighting with.
First gives +1 heat energy. Heat lasts 10 seconds.
I expect every game to be the same like Roblox devs do it. Like,
blocking in the
games are made by like 15-year-olds and 14-year-olds.
An important
just copying each other's combats and stuff,
is that when you have heat and you attack, you will be gaining.
Welcome to the real world where there's a new game.
Block and on hit.
And people aren't just copying each other.
Another interesting detail is that there are chains around the character avatar when heat is available. Heat is a big part of Tekken 8. It's going to be so significant to the competitive scene and even the casual scene. So get used to it and get ready to make some sick combos.
That looks so cool.
The final thing I'll talk about is the special style, which Bandai Namco created in order to help new players getting
Bro,
into
if you
Tekken
if you don't understand it, you just
moves
play on this, dude. You be alright.
Such as 111,
just play on this.
2, 3, 4, and R1. Now,
it's not that hard to understand. It's not exactly. It's not that hard to understand. I actually understand it now.
Any medium to high level.
It's actually not hard to understand.
Now, this isn't going to.
They're trying to promote aggressive play, so like that's why they have the heat stuff.
Any medium to high level, but for people new to learning Tekken, it can be.
There's heat engagers and the heat thingies.
Kind
there's
of like
heat smash as well
when you're learning to ride a bike, and I think that is a great addition into the game. Ladies and lads, that was it for this video. I hope you enjoyed and are looking forward to Tekken 8 as much as I am.
Alright, let me look at the other video.
Hey guys,
look at this one. The all intros. Or is this a special intros or is this rage art? Hold on. Oh my god, my browser is so laggy. I gotta clear my cookies or something. So where's the special interactions? This. Here it is. Special intros.
Get ready for the next battle.
Oh, this is how it looks? Oh, that's pretty cool. Ours versus Jin. But a beat on his ass, uncle. Dude, that's so cool, dude. What? That's so sick. That's sick. Changing blows can be revealing. Okay. God damn, that red eye. So you got a fat crush on Jin? Oh yeah, that I know. You were alive all along. So that was the special intro? Yeah, I don't think there's any saving this dude. Keep it a buck. His wife?
Yo, ladies and lads, I hope you guys.
I wouldn't say wife. I'd say baby mama, but hey, whatever. Alright, that's enough Tekken stuff. Pretty good stuff, pretty good stuff. I just can't wait to play the game, but like we're not gonna play this game for a while. Cook up halfway crystal, what I spit, I slice them like Kimbo. On a mic, I'm like Jackson and Queen. We gon' mock cause I have it in peace. Me and AB the nastiest team. We act money like I've been preach. Talking sick, we gon' pop like